Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, what the fuck is going on? Y'all know how many people in DMs, in comments on Twitter, in comments here on YouTube, in private readings that people are having with me, private tarot card readings, Reiki sessions, just it keeps coming up as a solid theme that right now is a weird time. It is a weird fucking time, and it seems like a lot of people are struggling right now. And why? What the hell is going on? What are we supposed to know about this? What are we supposed to do about this? When the hell is it going to be over? If you thought you were alone in this experience, you're not. And so we're going to talk about it today and dive in and figure out what the hell we can find out from this that could be of any use, any value, any consolation, any assistance, anything. Okay, we're gonna do that. Alrighty, so I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family. We'd love to have you. And in addition to subscribing and tapping that notification bell, you can become a member of the Perk Squad if you would like. For 5 extra perks, you get exclusive video content, you get video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Emily Voldock. Shout out to you. Emily is actually someone that was helping me come up with this video idea. Not sure if she even meant to help me come up with this video idea or not, but we were talking about this and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do a video on it. So here we are. Shout out to you, Emily Voldock. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad, and big hugs again to you. So, alrighty, y'all. I am going to go ahead and pull up the cards here so we can get started on that. And before I forget too, by the way, if you haven't been able to see Twitter or the community tab here on YouTube, I am doing a Reiki flash sale right now. This is what that entails. Reiki energy healing is an ancient Japanese technique that promotes emotional and physical healing via channeling life force energy through a certified Reiki practitioner. Reiki is simple, gentle, and is used for stress reduction, relaxation, and to promote healing. The body has the ability to heal itself, and to do so, complete relaxation is often beneficial. Because energy is not limited to space and time, Reiki can be sent at any distance. During the first 30 minutes of our session, just relax in a comfortable chair or on a bed. Then I'll call you via Skype for the final 15 minutes of the session to discuss any impressions and insights that came up while I was sending you the Reiki. Use code ReikiFlash at checkout for $10 off of a Reiki session. The sale ends October 31st, but you can schedule your appointment for October, November, or even December if you'd like. Just book it here, www.BeasTalksAndTarot.com/services. So there you go. Jump aboard that if you would like to. And I'm going to move this microphone right here. Penelope wearing her blues, trying to match Mama in these blues right here. So, yeah, felt like a comfortable kind of lazy day type of day. I'm like, let me just pop on a little button-up shirt here, denim shirt on top of my pajama top, and put on some fake lashes and earrings and pretend like I did something today. Shit. So, as usual, just my interpretation. All right, let's dive right into this. Figure out what's going on with this fuckery right now, this period that so many of us seem to be going through. So, first question I have on my handy dandy sticky note, and thank you to Silver Wolf who sent me some sticky notes to my P.O. box. I may just have sticky notes to last for my lifetime. And I appreciate it. I say that, but then once I start using them, we'll see how quickly they go. But thank you for that. Thank you for everybody that's been sending me things to my P.O. box. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So why are so many people struggling right now? Why is it such a weird time right now? Spirit guides, what can you give us for this? What can you give us to let us know? Why is it such a weird time? Why are so many people struggling right now? People are having a hard time just doing the basics because it just feels like we're just so consumed in our own deep, dark hole, our own cloud, our own thing, that it's like, wow, am I even plugged into life right now? What the hell's going on? So, without even getting any context to this, without even getting any extras, just going off of this, Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like, yeah, this is a weird time. We feel like we're planting seeds, and be like, hello? Is any of this shit gonna grow? Is any of this shit gonna go anywhere? You know, we feel like we're doing, and we're not really feeling like we're seeing the fruits of our labor right now. It feels like, you know, what else can I be doing to try to achieve certain outcomes, and I'm not seeing them really, you know, make a damn difference. Am I spinning my wheels for nothing? Am I like spinning wheels in mud and I need somebody to tow my ass out of here? Like, what the hell? With the Strength card upright, they're trying to tell us to hang on. They're trying to tell us that we're stronger than we think we are and to hang on. If you're anything like me, you get to sometimes feeling like, I don't want to hear I'm strong. I just want to stop having to be strong. Please. Right now. Chop, chop. Right? But they're just trying to give us that. Now, interestingly enough, Knight of Pentacles in reverse is very much so a getting our ducks in a row type of card. So this is about when we have a certain period of time that it's after we've already contemplated some things, so it is time for action, but it's before that action really turns into some results and outcomes. It's that middle phase where you're getting organized. You're just getting this lined up here, and then getting this set up here, and then getting this plugged into place here, and you're just getting organized and getting things lined up. So it's no longer in the thinking about it stage, but it's not yet in the, hey, look what you've done type of phase. It's in the, let me get prepared, let me take some action, let me get organized type of phase. And so that's the phase we're in. If you notice that you have not been getting your ducks in a row, please find your ducks. Please locate where your ducks have run the fuck off to. Please find it. Okay? If you're meant to have 4 ducks and you notice you have 2, please put out a PSA for your 2 missing ducks and find them, okay? Because we're gonna need that right now. We're gonna need that. We're the mama ducks, and we're supposed to have a trail of them behind us. And if you look back behind you and your line has left, figure out where your line is. Get your ducks in a row here, is what they're showing here. Temperance card in reverse. I am telling you, if this card does not speak to my ever-living soul in this moment right now, because this is like it's just bad timing. I mean, like, seriously, right here, how it is in this location, it's just like, it's just a bad time. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Just sorry. It's just a bad time. And that's what we're seeing here. It's like literally, it's a time where come hell or high water, we're having a hard time finding balance. You know, either we're all this or we're all that. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of really healthy, good in-betweens. And it's just like, this is just not great timing. And the quicker we can come into acceptance of, you know, this is just not a good time. It's just hard for everybody. It just may not be, you know, getting done what you're needing to get done and doing what you're needing to do and going where you need to go, and just, you know, relax into it and just sit in it for a minute. The sooner we can do that, the sooner we'll probably find some sort of relief, because we're not resisting it. We're not fighting against it. Because what is that saying? What you resist persists. There's an element to that here. 9 of Wands upright is similar here to the Strength card. They're like, hey, resiliency. You're strong and you're resilient. You might feel like you're knocked down. You might feel like you got punched in the fucking face, but are you still here? Yeah, you are. Are you still showing up? You might complain a little, but you're here. And so there's something to be said about that. And then this King of Wands in reverse is like, this isn't a forward moving energy time. It's just, again, it's time to get our ducks in a row. So we're getting prepared for the forward moving energy, but that burst is not here yet. The burst is not ready yet. So it's kind of like what they're giving me in my head right now is, think of when a woman is in the process of going through labor to give birth, and it's like they're not in labor, so it's not pre-labor, they already are in labor, but it's not time to push yet. You're still just in this weird painful period, waiting on contractions and just waiting on to be dilated enough to go somewhere with that. And so you're getting prepared. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do to prepare yourself for when it is time to birth the baby. Something's happening. The baby is being birthed. You are actively in labor, but it's not the breakthrough moment yet. And so that's kind of what they're showing here. That's actually a very interesting visual that they gave me just now. I've never birthed a baby. Technically, I have a biological daughter, but I've never birthed the baby and I've never been pregnant. I'll let you soak on that one. Most of you will probably put two and two together. If you know what I mean, if you know the answer to the riddle, there you go, impromptu riddle. If you know the answer to the riddle, put it in the description box below. Put it in the comments below. Jesus, Lord, help me. Put it in the comments below that I technically am a biological mother to a child, but I've never been pregnant and never birthed a child. Put down in the comments below if you know the answer to that riddle. I'm telling the truth. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up these so we can look at our other questions here. Because on this handy dandy sticky note, I also have, what do we do about it? So some of the stuff that they've already talked about kind of gives us a hint of what we do about it. They talked about getting our ducks in a row and things like that, getting organized. But is there anything else that we need to know about what to do about this weird damn time? Anything else that we need to know about what to do about this weird damn time? Let's look into this. Alrighty. Again, without even getting any extra context on this, without even doing that, the Hierophant card is a card that sometimes represents religious leaders. Look at here, we got someone looking like a pope or something like that in the card. And so this is kind of like when we get in tune with the head of our religious orientation. So, maybe for Christians, this is, going to church. Maybe for other people, this is praying. Maybe for other people, this is, pulling in a connection to their spirit guides, angels, and archangels, whatever have you. It's like getting in tune with whatever you feel like is the highest power that you can kind of get in tune with, or that you can listen to, or that you can follow, or whatever. Just getting in tune with some sort of spiritual power of sorts of your choosing that can help you get oriented into this. I keep wanting to use that word oriented, like just having some sort of orientation being planted in this. Just feeling like, okay, I'm here and I'm standing my ground. I may not be sure where here is. I may not be sure exactly when and where and how all this stuff is going down, but I feel like I'm planted. I feel like I got an idea. I feel like I'm doing something here, okay? I'm assessing this and I'm doing something here. And there's something like that. So again, if it's listening to certain videos that helps pull you into that, meditating that helps pull you into that, whatever it is, check that step. Check it off our list. Check it off our list. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is kind of like, again, not trying to take big leaps right now. It's like if we try to take big leaps right now, we might be disappointed in the results. So we might be expecting that, hey, the fruits of all these labors, we're putting in this much work, so we should get this much payoff. And what this is saying is, that's not necessarily true. You might put in this much work and get this much payoff. And it might be frustrating as hell. And so they're like, in order to not be frustrated as hell and give yourself metaphorical blue balls, how about just, aim slow and low, slow and steady. If this is the race for the tortoise and the hare, it's okay to be the tortoise, okay? Channel your inner tortoise. Channel your inner tortoise. With the Two of Cups upright, this is like, don't be afraid to engage relationships right now. So if you feel like now is a weird time and it would just feel better to have some friendship around you, to have a support system around you, to be able to vent about how fucking weird it is to people, engage those relationships. Are there relationships that you can reach out to where it's like, well, this person feels kind of like my rock, or this person feels like the person that, the two of us just get to going and we start soundboarding and we come up with ideas and it feels like, you know what, that helps me. That fixes it for right now. There's some people with relationships, it's like they're just a soft spot to fall. And I just need that, whatever have you. You know what your needs are and you know which relationships can help bring you to that. And so it's like, don't be afraid to engage in that. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there for that and to ask for that help and to say what you need. Down here, once again, we get that Strength card upright. So again, they're wanting to be like, hey, part of what you do about this is you just try to stay strong, okay? Remember, we're just trying to stay strong. We're trying to show up and just come on. You gotta tune into that inner strength here. So they're apparently wanting to reiterate that again. Then, interesting here with the Chariot card next to the Moon card in reverse. Chariot card kind of about getting some control over yourself mentally. So it's like, again, with the Chariot card, we're seeing this guy and he's operating these two sphinxes to drive his chariot, but he doesn't have physical reins here. He's just using his mind. And I know I've said that several times before, but I'm just explaining it again in case it could be helpful. So it's like, okay, if there are things that we need to do, that it would be best if we had some sort of, mental preparedness, or, we were able to really use our mind in a very focused way, then we do that. And so it's like getting control over our minds. So if you notice you're the type to be really scattered in the mind, trying to find some focus. If you know you're the type to get catastrophize with your mind, like take it to the worst possible place that it could go. I tend to do that. Unfortunately, a lot of us with anxiety tend to do that. Then they're like, trying to get control over your mind to not catastrophize things. If you're somebody that likes to think of all the negative things and somehow you filter out all the positive things, then they're like, kind of try to get control of that process and allow yourself to see the positive bits as well as the negative bits, to assess both fairly and equally. And so getting some mind control over our minds. With the Moon card in reverse right next to it, there's a similar aspect for how these tie together, but it's slightly different here. So with the Moon card in reverse, this is kind of that purging shit to get it out. So it's like, if this is a time where we have, crap we've had to push down, or crap we've had to just put the pause button on it because we didn't have time to deal with it, they're like, you probably ought to deal with that now. If there's some anxieties, you probably ought to deal with that now. If there's some fears, you probably ought to deal with that now. If there's some doubts, you probably ought to deal with that now. If there's some anger, you probably ought to deal with that now. If there's anything that you've had to shove down, block out, pause, put away, compartmentalize, you probably ought to deal with that now. I learned the hard way. I had one hell of a nightmare last night, and I had to ask Alma to interpret it for me because I have a hard time reading myself with anything. I had to get Alma to interpret it for me, and come to find out, the interpretation spelled out all this stuff that I didn't realize I was like kind of having to anchor down there. It was all trying to flood itself out. And so it's like my mind and spirit were trying to process these things as I slept, because I wasn't able to process it all while I was awake. And you might be in that boat too. Anybody else with the weird dreams right now? The nightmares, the vivid shit? Your moon card in reverse might be why. So, let's just see here in terms of when will this ride end? Can we get any kind of timing, any kind of insight at all as to how long this shit is gonna be upon us? Let's see. Any kind of insights at all about how long this shit might be upon us. So, shuffle it up. And if you'd like a private reading with me, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. It's in the description box below. You can book a private reading with me. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in. All of that stuff gets figured out on the website. So, yep. All right. When will this end? This crazy, weird time. What can we know about when this might end? Okay. Very interesting. Notice that they're all Wands cards. And notice that they're all in reverse. Wands are a fire suit. So thinking about the elements, fire as an element is very go. Burn it, blaze it, get it moving. I myself am a triple fire sign. That's what I like. Well, here we have triple fire in reverse. So no wonder I'm feeling doubly fucked, triply fucked in this time period, and it's affecting me because we're having some things that are the opposite of the energy that I tend to feel comfortable in. And so that's what we're seeing here. They're like, this is meant to be a bit of a slow time. This is meant to run its course, which means it's not going to really run its course super quickly. I'm not seeing it run its course very quickly. 5 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like we have to deal with that inner conflict. It's not really ready to end right now. Give up the fight, give up the resistance, and learn to flow with it. We can't fire energy our way out of this, which is the thing that I try to do a lot of times. It's like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, let me figure out a way to change it, and let me, get in there and do and whatever. And they're like, yeah, that's not going to work here. It's not going to work here. You're not going to be able to speed it up. It's almost like if, some parent tells a kid, now you got to be in timeout for 10 minutes. They can do whatever they want in their 10 minutes, apparently, but they're in timeout for that 10 minutes. And so you're not going to do anything to speed up that 10 minutes. You can preoccupy your time in that 10 minutes. You can figure out what could be useful for you to do in that 10 minutes, but you're not going to speed up the 10 minutes. It's going to be the full fucking how long? 10 minutes. So that's what I'm seeing here. If I had to try to put a timetable on it from what I'm looking at here, we are, let's see, what day are we on now? Friday, October 15th. And I'm filming this as of 3:42 now, it just changed, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the middle of October right now, y'all, gonna be honest, this may last through the rest of October. We may still be feeling weird through the rest of October. Looking at this, we may not feel like there's a whole lot of reprieve over the next 2 weeks. Just saying. To be fair, November and December might have a little weirdness as well. Okay, we're looking at a 3 of Wands steady in the middle of this. So if we're thinking the rest of October, then November and December is kind of that 3-month outlook. Things could stay a little bit weird in that time. That doesn't mean things will stay the exact type of weird that it is now. I feel like November and December here could probably start to see some change, probably start to see some shifting energies, maybe energies that are preparing to lift this weirdness and shift it into something else. So we might feel what feels like a transitional period coming along that seems like, oh, this is what's going to start to usher this out. But we may just have to kind of, again, learn to sit pretty in this for a period of time. 2021 could just be a bit weird from here to the end. Again, doesn't mean we're going to be stalled out from now until the end. It could start to pick up, but it just feels like things are weird. And I just see weird things kind of continuing through 2021. So, you know, we don't have very long left in 2021, but it feels like fucking weirdness. And I imagine when we do the November monthly predictions video and the December monthly predictions video, we might get a little peek into how that weirdness could manifest on a bigger scale, on a global scale. So that'll be interesting when we tap into that. But yeah, it does look like we're going to have to sit tight in this. This is the opposite of that fire energy. We just have to sit it out for as long as it's going to take and get comfortable with it being weird. So anyway, this is what I'm seeing here. Again, if you'd like a private reading with me, go to my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a private reading with me. You can also schedule a Reiki energy healing session if you feel like you need it. Again, all of that information was at the top of the video, the beginning of the video. If you fast forwarded through it, just rewind it back there and you'll see a little clip that kind of explains about the Reiki and the code to use using code Reiki Flash for $10 off of that service. So, anywho, what are your thoughts? What are you going through, if you don't mind sharing? Anything that you want to mention in the comments below, since we're kind of all on this shitty ride together. Just let me know. Alrighty, y'all. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, y'all. Let's go back home. Let's go back. It's bedtime. Come on. There's a couple in here. Bedtime. 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 Good girl. Good girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is over there. We've got 8. Come on, little girl.
Why do you want to go through the weeds?
Girl, we're this way.
The other one's in here.
Oh, there's one sitting. You should put the over. She's sitting.
I'm gonna have to move her to get the egg out from under her.
Oh, there you are.
Girl. Come on, girl. You're gonna miss out on mealworms.
You get it? No. Oh, you don't even have one. That's nothing but a fake.
Here, move. Go on. Go in. Go in. Come on, girl.
Look here, everybody else is coming out.
Come on, girl. Go back in. Go in. Good job. Good job. All right, we're all in now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we're all in. Good job. We're all in. We're all in. Yay! We made it. Oh gosh. We're a mess. Okay.